Okay, so it's been a bit of a day today, just getting through a few radios, and this is a bit of a classic. Love the old TS130S, and this is a real survivor radio in the fact that, these have been around a lot of years and they've just kept going. The 130s, from a text point of view, probably is one of the the easier radios to know our way around. There were just so many of them put on them, whether it be 120 or 130, that were on the market. We were the service agent for Kenwood back in South Australia. It was sort of like the sub-service agent. Long story, but we did a lot of work for a company called ICS down in South Australia. So our company were the ICOM dealer and also service agent, and then suddenly we were doing a lot of Kenwood as well. So I saw heaps of these when I was a young fella, and they really do stand out as a radio that just keeps on going. This is a 100-watt transceiver, with the S being the significant part of that. And of course you had the TS130V, which was the more QRP, well, not quite QRP, it was probably 20 watts, but was certainly the one that didn't have this rear heat sinking area. It was a lot more flush, and was certainly a well, to be honest, I like the 130V because I've got the TL120 amplifier. We've actually got all of that in brand new in boxes, and it's a bit of an extraordinary setup in the fact that there's just so much in it, with VFOs and speakers, and for the time period, it's nice to have it all period correct. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm interested to see just what sort of power output this has got. We might just do a hello test or something here. Hang on, let's have a little look as we raise the microphone and go hello test. Hello, hello. Oh, peaked over 100 watts there. Hello. Geez, 116 watts. This is a very healthy 130S. Okay, I was only doing a video recently, just earlier today, where I said that a lot of the older radios, they do drop below 100 watts, various components that starting to just get a little bit sort of on the edge, and this is not one of them. This is really performing well. That's a really striking performance to get, over 100 watts by quite a bit there. So quite nice. A little bit interested just to see what the receiver's going to do. What are we? Oh, we're actually. I wondered why I went to 7.136. Well, there was a good reason for that. The monitor from the last test we did was on 7.136. So we got 0.5 of a microvolt going in there. Oh, it's in there. Not bad. Look, I've got to be honest. This is very typical of a 130 on 40 meters. Look, I'm actually really struggling to give it a 100% on that. But the real test is just for me to go here. Oh yeah, and here. Let's just watch this. I just want to see it come up. So I would say, let's turn that off for a sec. We've had some radios today where we've got them definitely down to around probably 123, minus 123 dBm. So what's that? That's about 0.01, sorry, of a microvolt. Sorry, no, it's 0.1 of a microvolt. Now, this radio here is probably about 0.5 of a microvolt, what I'd call noise-free, but struggling after that. Now, this is not unusual. So we've got this, fantastic transmitter ability, and receiver is within spec. It's okay. It's, what the, but I suppose the point is, we have seen them a little better. And when I say a little better, probably not something you're going to hear that much, sort of in essence. But overall, its power output, my goodness, very good. The thing about the 130S was also you had a processor. So, we just with meter movement, hello 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we put the processor in, watch the meter, hello 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, see how it's really keeping that average up, and that average comes up quite a bit. So the processor, when they went from the 120S, 120V through to the 130S, 130V, the processor was a big add-on that I think was worthwhile Usual sort of combination of having Vox, etc. All your Vox controls, your Vox gain is just there. Then you'll set your delay, your anti-Vox, etc. And your Vox will just cut in when you tap the microphone or talk into the microphone, as I'm doing right now. Okay, so actually I'm going to turn that Vox off. It'll keep cutting in. You had two ways of having a look at this. There was current draw in the out position, 1, 2, 3, 4, hello. So that's current draw there. And then you had your ALC meter, hello, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably could turn the mic gain back just a bit there, obviously. What else? Very standard sort of VFO. Now, some of these had filters. The narrow filter wasn't bad. The reason you're not hearing much there because there's no narrow filter in this unit. Don't think there is anyway. No, that's all right, I better check. Then it was pretty simple. RF attenuator, noise blanker, your IF shift and RIT, etc. Sort of handy to be used, but mic gain carrier, etc. You find with 130s they vary a bit. A lot of people gain normally around about here seems to be fine. Probably a little bit overdriven here with the processor. Probably with the processor it's more around that there, which if we just go with the ALC meter, 1, 2, hello, 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 hello. Yeah, sort of roughly around. And you can always play with that and decide, how does that fit what you're trying to do. All right, I'm sort of interested just to, I don't know if there'll be much about this time of night. This is a bit late, but we'll put an antenna on and have a little bit of a quick look.
73.
Wow.
This is NR6Q, and we're beaming VK, shadow, beaming long.
So we're just on 7145.
NR6Q calling CQ40 and standing by.
So he's about 5 and 5, NR6Q.
The Victor Kilo 6 again, the Victor Kilo 6 again.
He's doing all right. Not a lot on at the moment. I just thought I'd have a quick look, see what's... Hang on. I think he's from Indonesia. Yeah. He is a bit quiet at the moment. I've left my run a bit late, I think. It's always FT8, isn't there? You can sit there listening to FT8 and have a bit of fun. Just didn't test the attenuator. There you go. Just wanted to make sure the attenuator was working correctly. But overall, hearing quite okay. I must admit the band is a bit quiet for what would normally be, Indonesians. Don't know if trying to remember where NR6Q was. Around here somewhere. No, he's gone. I'm probably talking to a VK. But yeah, not much to show you on. Unfortunately, on.
Do you have any copy?
There he is. Signals have dropped a bit though, I must admit. They were a bit stronger earlier as we had a lot of 5.9 plus signals, but this time of night it's just dropped a bit. Plus I've moved my antenna. Sorry, I'm pointing down towards Tassie again too now. So that's right, there's a reason for that. Anyway, that's the TS130S. As I said, I'm a great lover of these old things. They just keep going. So I think they're a bit of a winner. So he's even on the side of the beam. He's coming up a bit there. That's a little bit better than I thought. All right, 73s to you all. It's getting very, very late, and I think it's time to call it quits. But nice to at least get this one done, and trying to review a few of these radios just to give you a bit of an idea of yesteryear and what they used to do. All the best, 73s from VK3 Charlie Mike, JDW229. Please subscribe, and we'll catch you soon.